Hello, a warm welcome to you in the Ghatna Chakra book video. Let's begin this journey where we will present every topic in a simple, clear, and exam-oriented manner.
Hey, welcome. I've been thinking about something that's really at the heart of how any democracy works. What's more important for a country to succeed? Is it having a really solid set of laws and rules, or is it having the right people in charge? It's a fascinating question, and I'm excited to dig into it with you.
Okay, so let's really frame this. Imagine you have to build a nation from scratch. Where do you focus your energy? Do you spend all your time trying to create a perfect, totally unbreakable set of rules? Or do you put everything into finding the most honest, wisest leaders possible? This isn't just some abstract idea. It's a fundamental choice that has shaped countries all over the world.
All right, so let's look at the first side of this argument, the power of the law. The idea here is that a healthy democracy should be kind of like a well-oiled machine. It needs a process that's impartial, that's protected, and that just works, no matter who's at the controls. And here's a fantastic real-world example of what that looks like in practice. Article 329 of India's Constitution. What it does, essentially, is create a legal shield around the election process itself. The point isn't to block justice, but to make sure that the whole process doesn't get tangled up in endless court cases while it's actually happening. So, the big takeaway from this approach is that the process itself must be protected above all else. It's all about stability and making sure people trust the system. Because think about it, if everyone agrees the game is fair, they're much more likely to accept the outcome, which is absolutely crucial for a peaceful democracy.
But what good is a perfect machine if the person running it has, let's say, other intentions? This brings us to the flip side of the coin, the human element. What happens when you have flawed leaders in charge of even the most brilliantly designed system?
Now, check out this powerful counterpoint. It comes from one of the key architects of India's constitution, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. He said, if the people who are elected are qualified, of character, and honest, then they will make even a defective constitution the best. Wow! In his mind, the character of a leader is what really moves the needle. A good person can make even a broken system work.
And this really gets to the heart of Ambedkar's logic. He was convinced that a perfect system, if you put it in the hands of corrupt leaders, would just get twisted and abused. But on the other hand, leaders with real integrity, they could figure out a way to make even a flawed system serve the people. For him, it all boiled down to that human element.
So we've looked at these two ideas that seem to be fighting each other, a strong system versus strong leaders. But what if it's not an either-or thing? What if they're actually two sides of the same coin, working together to create what we could call a system of character? Here's how this system of character could actually work. It creates this amazing positive feedback loop. See, it all starts with a fair and protected process. Remember Article 329. When people trust that process, they can confidently vote for leaders they believe have integrity. And here's the magic part. Those good leaders then turn around and work to protect and strengthen the very system that got them elected. It's a cycle where each part makes the other stronger.
And this brings us right to our main takeaway. It's not really about choosing between perfect rules and perfect rulers. A healthy democracy needs both. It's like a building that stands on two massive pillars. One is a protected system, and the other is principled people. If one of those pillars starts to crack, the whole structure is in real danger. And that brings us to right now, to today. This delicate balance between the system and the people running it isn't some old historical problem. It's a very real, ongoing challenge that every single generation in every democracy has to deal with. So, as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with a question to chew on. Looking at the world around us right now, which of these two pillars, the integrity of our systems or the character of our leaders, do you think needs our most urgent attention? It's a huge question, and there's definitely no easy answer. Thanks for thinking through it with me.